Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel. My name is Johnny Alchemy from johnnyalchemytarot.com. First and foremost, I want to wish you a very happy new year. Happy 2021. We made it. I hope you're coming into this new year with a lot of light, happiness, and love, all those wonderful things. So for today's reading, we're going to look into your tarot forecast for January 2021. This will be a general reading, so understand there's going to be many messages out there. Anything that resonates with you, take that. Hopefully it'll give you some wisdom and guidance. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's probably for someone else. So thank you so much for your understanding, and let's get on with your reading. So let's start off here. Go one more cut. Wow, okay. Wow, okay, so, well, if you've been through a lot last year in 2020, three major arcana here. Let me just show you what I see. So it looks a little foreboding, looks a little scary, but understand it's all for better understanding and wisdom. So as you see, we have the Devil card, we got the Hanged Man, as well as the Tower card. I mean, even just looking at the color story, there's a lot of, heaviness, if you will. So here, let's start off with the theme of your month. This talks about the Hanged Man right in the middle. So this Hanged Man energy, it's telling you that now may be the time for you to really be conscious and make it a point for you to just slow down, to put everything on hold this month. If you've gone through the ringer last year with 2020, if you've gone through a lot of challenges or a lot of hardships, or had to really, or if you just had a really hard time adjusting with everything that happened last year, this is the year. This is the opportunity really for the start of this year for you to really slow down, to make it a conscious effort to stop everything. This Hanged Man, he puts himself in this position to hang from a tree, self-imposing that on himself. It's on purpose. He does it purposefully. And he does it for a good reason. Because with this Hanged Man card, you see that there's this halo right above his head as he's going through this different perspective that he can see life through. He sees it in a different way completely. He does this because he gains that certain wisdom. That halo of light is that enlightenment that he gets, that he receives from putting himself through this position, to put a hold on his journey, to say, okay, I need to get a new perspective on life, because maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe there's, I've been through a lot, I need to process. Maybe I need to self-reflect. So this Hanged Man, he needs to see a different perspective. He needs to see everything that's happened to him in a different light. I say that mainly because of this Tower card and this Devil card right here. Both of these cards, well, Tower reversed, and this Devil card. It shows me you may have gone through some really big upheavals in 2020. Maybe went through some really big, drastic changes that could have affected your life. And as well as this Devil card too, talks about anything with addictions or vices, or anything that you may be obsessing over, anything that you feel controls you, or that you lose control over. Could be even love, with the Devil card. You have those two people, the man and woman, chained with the devil. So here's telling me a few things, other than just dealing, trying to adapt with all the heaviness and all the big changes that happened last year. There also could be changes in love. There could be seeing how you could be controlled, or you feel like you lose control when it comes to love. Thinking about relationships, thinking about exes, thinking about people who you longed for at one time, and you may not be able to control yourself around them. But also your vices too. Anything that gives you that quick, easy, temporary, short-term pleasure. That's what the devil is all about. He wants to keep you distracted. He wants you to focus on just this momentary pleasure every single time. Every single time. That way, that's how you get control. That's how you get manipulated, because you get addicted to those short-term pleasures so much that you realize that your life has been the same, dealing with the same problems over and over, and you're just self-medicating yourself into something else, something deeper and darker. So here, if you really have been through this type of experience, especially with this Devil card, this Tower reverse shows me that, especially in the reversed, that after this year, that year is over now. You've gone through all these hard things. Now is the time to really understand that that was back then. That's the past now. This is the opportunity to change your present. This is the opportunity to create a new reality for yourself. The past is the past. We feel it with them, what we want about it, but we just have to take the lessons the best we can and just leave the rest behind. Leave the baggage, take the lessons. So with this Tower reversed, we be very aware that, to embrace this moment. Embrace that 2021 is a new clean slate for you, that this is the opportunity to change things. But it starts it starts with the ground up, talking about this Hanged Man again. You have to do some self-reflection. You have to make the sense of everything that's happened. And to kind of push away and gain control back into your life, and to push away anything with vices or any type of situations or variables that you feel like you don't have control over, or that control you really. Try and stay away from anything that gives you that short-term pleasure. Be aware of why you do it. There's no problem, for my experiences, there's no problem with drinking. There's no problem with drinking, but I know what it's like to drink because I'm trying to hide something, because I can't cope with something. There's no problem inherently with the action. It's just why you do it. What's the intention behind it? Are you drinking because you want to have a good time and just be genuine and, just like kind of release some steam, and that's fine? Or are you doing it because you're trying to bury a problem, because you don't want to face the truth, because it's easier to have that short-term quick pleasure instead of facing the real problem and really changing your life for the long term? So be very aware of that. Be very aware of that this month. That now is the time to really self-reflect. Take time for yourself. Try and see everything that's happened to you in a different perspective, and see how what the meaning of it was. Why did you have to go through that? What did you learn from it? Why did you have to go through these things? How have you changed from it for the better? How have you become more wiser? All those things are very important, because at Hanged Man, there's a certain enlightenment that you have to learn from this. There's a certain new perspective that's going to come if you just take the time to process and self-reflect. So let's go on more. Let's look into more. Okay, that's good. Got it. Okay. And you got this happened with, I think, Aries too. Aries got the same cards twice. Again, I used two different Rider-Waite decks, but you got the Tower card again. In reversed. So this is reinforcing even more that understand that things happen. This is what life is. Life is about ups and downs. Tower card reversed is a down period. It's just part of life. But it happens because it's meant to take away a lot of the old BS out there, to remove a lot of it. And removing stuff from our life, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all those things, removing anything from our life is painful sometimes, and it's challenging. But it gives us more space for new things to come in, for new experiences, more positive experiences to come in, for new enlightenment, talking about that Hanged Man, for new perspectives to exist in that space now, so you can manifest things that are even greater and in more alignment with your actual self. So understand here, this is the overall energy advice here for this general reading, is that Tower card again reversed. So that's reinforced even more. Take that message. Understand that that the past is over. Now is the time for you to start embracing a new sense of self, a new perspective that's coming, and new awarenesses and enlightenment that will be realized if you take time to self-reflect. We got two other cards here. We got the Ten of Wands reversed. So here, this is kind of good for me, because that Ten of Wands, 10 shows there's a certain cycle that's ended. So again, anything that's burdened you. I mean, this 10 of Wands here, this man, he's carrying such a burden with him. All those 10 wands, he's hunched over, can't even hold his balance, kind of, moving forward, trying to hold everything all together. This is telling you that now this period where you may have felt burdened or under some type of pressure or weight, or you've taken on so much responsibility or so much of people's energy, now is the time to really let that go, because it's over. The year is over. Let it go. Go through that process of letting it go. Release yourself of all that weight and burden. Again, looking at the Hanged Man and looking at this, is kind of just dropping all that weight, letting that weight release from your shoulders and just dropping it back down into the earth, releasing it from your body and back into the universe. So this Ten of Wands, release that energy. Understand that it's over. It's time to move on. You have gone through this cycle of hardship, but understand that's not the way it's going to be forever. Life changes, life moves on. There are cycles and seasons to everything. Furthermore, we got the Four of Pentacles reversed here. So here it's telling me, this is right next to the Devil card here. So be careful of how you invest your energy and your money or your resources, how you treat your health or your body as well. I could see something here talking about this Devil card and this earth energy of the Four of Pentacles. Be careful of stagnation. Be careful of not putting yourself in the flow of things. Be careful of just letting yourself just wallow in any type of misery or hardship, and to sit with very dark feelings or heavy feelings. Be careful of that, because understand that life is meant to be in flow. Life is meant to be in flow. We're supposed to be, riding that flow of the universe. So understand that when we sit and just sit with our emotions and those dark, negative experiences, it's just making our life stagnant. It's making our life heavy. And it makes things very unclear for us. So be careful of that. I think that's another thing to be very careful of. And be careful how you spend your resources. If it's towards your vices, be very aware of that. Understand again how your vices take control over your financial matters, or your sense of well-being, your physical reality, your material reality, anything like that. So be very aware of that as well. So let's move on. Let's pull another card here. Vision. Wow. Vision. Okay, so vision here, and we're talking about this Hanged Man right here. Vision. Seeing life from a different perspective, putting yourself in this position to kind of stop and reflect and to have that new enlightenment, that's vision. That is being able to see life in a new way, to change the script, to flip the script, if you will. There's so many times where people go through hard challenges through their life, who go through hard events, very difficult stuff to go through. And in the moment, it feels horrible. And it rightfully so. It's not easy. In the moment, it feels like crap. But if you take the time, once time pushes you forward and you're able to reflect on it and envision with a 2020 perspective, if you will. Such a bad pun, but yeah, 2020 perspective, to look and see that vision from a different light when you're not in that moment anymore and you're in a different place in your life, you can see why things had to happen. You can see how many lessons you learned from those experiences. And that's the vision that you will need, and that can come to you should you take advantage of this Hanged Man energy this month, to start that process of letting everything go, reviewing everything in your mind, and to start seeing things in a different light, to start seeing the positive from the negative. Because when you're in it, it's hard. But now understand, as this reading has said, that's the past. You're not in it anymore. You're in a new year. This is your opportunity to make sense of everything so you can move forward with your life and to let go of a lot of this pain or energy, of negative energy and all this other stuff. So this is what I see for you, Taurus. I mean, this could be a very good opportunity in terms of self-healing for you this month, as well as a lot of personal development. There are many new perspectives can come in your way, as well as a new enlightenment in a certain sense. So that's all I got for you, Taurus. I mean, if this reading did resonate with you, we do have the extended reading available down below for you to purchase if you'd like. But if this was good enough for you, I wish you the best. Shoot me a like, subscribe if you haven't. Make sure to click that notification bell to keep in touch for future readings. And I will see you later. Thank you so much, Taurus. See you next reading. Bye.